Hi everybody, I'm Zilla Blitz, and welcome to another episode of American Truck Simulator. We have big news coming into this episode, but first, we're going to continue with our happy Hauloween, taking candy from where we are now in Lewistown, Montana, down to Billings, Montana, a journey of about 5.5 hours, I think. So we're going to get out on the road here. We're leaving the farm where we ended our last adventure at. I can tell already I need to sort my wheel out here a little bit. Hopefully we can make it out of this tight spot. We're going to head out into the highway, so we'll get going. Lots of things to chat about. Most importantly, of course, Texas coming out as I make this now in 9 days. Who could have imagined that? I mean, that's, I think, fantastic news here. I couldn't be more excited about it. It's going to be a massive state. We'll talk about that as we get a little bit further down the road. For right now, we're doing our fourth Happy Hauloween delivery here, so we'll see you as we leave our farm here. It's Wednesday at 4 o'clock game time. We should arrive just shortly before midnight, and we've got lots of things to chat about. I'm so excited for Texas, so see you in a little bit. Oops. Yikes. Okay, no worries. So, about 5 hours left in our journey now. We've made our way out of Lewistown, and I thought we were going to Billings. We're not. We're going to Sheridan, Wyoming. So, crossing down out of Montana into Wyoming, and basically our goal, I think, is going to be just to kind of deliver Halloween candy and generally progressively head south. I think we want to get to Hobbs, New Mexico, which is actually right near our first original base down in Roswell, and we should go from there. It's right on the Texas border. So I imagine we'll be able to get right into Texas from there. So that's going to be kind of the plan for the next 9 days or so. I'm going to kind of keep interspersing between Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator episodes, bounce back and forth, but head down and try to get us to the border of Texas as we complete the Happy Halloween event. So very simple progression over the course of the next week, just enjoying the scenery. And we've got some beautiful looks here as we head across Montana. We'll be leaving Montana today. Spent a lot of time here since the release of the DLC for sure. This has been a fun state, and this I thought was a big state, right? Except Texas, it's gonna be massive. 29 cities. That's huge. I'm trying to think how many. I think there's more in Iberia, right? In Spain, there's Spanish, Portugal, Iberian update DLC for Euro Truck Simulator. I think that has. I think it has more than. I think it has 40 something. It's pretty big for sure, but. Certainly, this has got to be the largest U.S. state DLC since the game was launched, right? There isn't a state that's comparable to it, and California was one of the first ones here. I feel like we're going to be speeding here. We should be going slower, right? 45 miles an hour. Here we go. Where are we now? Could say it roundup. All right, so making our way through here. We're speeding through the city, but 29 cities to explore, which is going to be just massive. It's going to be a huge DLC. I'm so excited. The timing couldn't be any better, really, because I think, November, back half of November and the month of December, whoa, Exxon Mobil truck going slow. We should be going slow too. The back half of November and the month of December tends to be pretty good timing for me in terms of having time to play games and make videos and things like that. So I couldn't be more. And the other thing I'm excited about Texas too is a couple things, I guess. One of the interesting things about the game so far, right, is that they really haven't, most of the cities, everything's in the western part of the United States. Most of my experience of living and visiting places in the United States has been kind of central or eastern half. I've been to a lot of places in the west, but not for a long time, and not since I started playing the game. However, I've been down to Texas, to Austin specifically. Whoops, something here. Austin specifically, 2 or 3 times in the past kind of 2 or 3 years or so. Maybe more, maybe 4 years or something like that. So I'm very excited. This will be kind of one of the first cities that I've spent a reasonable amount of time in that I get to visit in the game. So that's going to be kind of cool. I'm very curious to see, because I really don't have a sense for how the cities in the game compare to the cities in real life. So this will be the first time I can kind of do that, because I probably spent about 10 days total in Austin over the past few kind of years or so. So it's going to be fun to see that. And the other thing I'm excited about is, one of the things about Texas that's, I think, remarkable is its rich history. I mean, it's got just it's played an amazing part in the trajectory and history of the United States, kind of its thirst for independence, being part of the United States, wars, all kinds of just remarkable history. So I'm really curious to see how they build that into the DLC. And of course, the Alamo is there, which is a famous landmark and things like that, but just lots more too. So very curious to see what they're selecting and what's going to be in there. But I think it's going to be, I know they've been working on it for a long time too, but I would think it's going to be the best DLC. I mean, Montana was really good. Colorado is really good. Yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be cool. So anyway, we'll kind of make our way a little bit now. This has been a pretty easy drive. We're just kind of heading south. So leaving Montana shortly, getting down into what's been so far pretty much a can of corn. So we'll keep making our way there, and we'll connect again as we get a little bit further down the road. Yeah, saw that. Not much I could do about it. So about 3 hours left in the journey. We're passing through Billings. We got that $700 ticket there. That was totally my fault. Well, everything's my fault, right? I'm not sure everything's my fault. There's a little bit of a conversation about, you saw the latest Euro Truck Simulator episode about an accident there. Ooh, Avatar, movie. That's cool. Billboard over there. Wow, neat. I wonder why there's an Avatar billboard in the game. That's kind of cool. Anyway, yes, so we got a $700 ticket. That was totally my fault. I thought I had a turn before that, and then when I realized I didn't, I tried to cut back into the lane because I saw I could do that, and then I realized that I was going to hit that yellow light. So, yeah, totally messed that up there. Now, we do need to sleep. You might have heard that we just yawned, and I actually plotted out where we're going to sleep. There is a rest area just down the road here on, ooh, that's a viewpoint on the left, isn't it? Well, we're not going to grade it now. It's probably a recruiting agency kind of based on where it's placed, or a truck dealership. But, yeah, that's neither here nor there. But I did actually plan out where we're going to sleep in time so that we don't get the whole sleep catastrophes here. So coming down the road shortly, we should hit a rest area. We're going to pull off and grab some sleep. And that actually makes sense because it's a little bit after 8 o'clock in the evening. So the other thing I thought we could chat a little bit about as we're heading down here to Sheridan and making our way to New Mexico and the Texas border is kind of fun. It's like a little journey to Texas. I feel like this is kind of like you're going somewhere to get somewhere. We're going to Texas, which is kind of cool. But as I was driving through Billings and some of the other little towns, I think that's probably the thing that I've noticed the most over like the trajectory of what I've been playing in the game. And a lot of people have mentioned this in comments too. It's been kind of a common theme, I would guess, that each DLC seems to have a greater level of attention to detail. And you just see so many places where there's just like little things, like it could be a truck off the side of the road, or it could be a bicycle or a store or some graffiti or something like that. It feels more and more as that's the place where they've really kind of upped the level of production with the game. Like before, you felt like, when I first started, I felt much more like it was a city in a game, right? But now, like as you drive through these places, just the way the lights work, the billboards, the way the cars are parked and everything like that, it just really feels to me like you're actually in a city, which is, I don't know, it's pretty cool, I think. I feel like that's the place where the game has really improved over the year and a half, I guess, that I've been playing it now. Now, somewhere over here is a place to sleep. There it is, up on the left. And it's getting dark too, sun's going down. It's actually pretty much perfectly timed. I think we could just pull in anywhere here. This looks like just pull in anywhere and we can go to sleep. That would be nice. Let me give us that sleepy time. Nice. All right. Like this, even this truck park. I mean, it feels like you're in a truck park in a real place. The weather, the trees, the lighting and everything like that. But that attention to detail, I think, has really improved over the lifetime that I've been playing the game. And, you know, when you see those screenshots when people first started playing it, that whole difference between what it looks like now and what it looks like then. But that level and attention to detail is just amazing. So we slept for 8 hours and our drivers only made $3,500. But, oh well. We're going to make a good chunk of change here, I think, for this one. We're going to head back out on the road. I probably should get gas too, but if it's not easy, we won't. Let's go here, this way. Should be good. Yeah, the gas is over there. Nah, we're good. We got plenty of gas. We got more than a half a tank. So we'll get back out on the highway here. We've got 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's check in. We've got about an hour or so left. I don't think we've left Montana yet. I haven't seen a sign for Wyoming. Wyoming was a cool DLC too, of course. So, yeah, but I'm so excited. Montana and Texas in a row. And it's got to be an event for Texas too, I bet, right? That's got to be a given. So we're going to finish the Halloween event and then get another event. And it'll probably be a paint job thing. Life's good now with Euro Truck Simulator and American Truck Simulator. See you in a little bit as we get further down the highway. So, a little under an hour to go. We just crossed into Wyoming, so we have left Montana for the first time in quite a while. We spent a good bit of time in Montana. That was a fun state. Still things left to do there. Some of the achievements and a couple of the Vista points, which of course are connected to achievements. So we will sometime. I feel like every state I've been in, I've left like a half dozen things I still want to do there. I don't feel like I've completed, if you would, any state. And by completed, I mean like traveled the roads I wanted to see, gotten all the achievements, visited all the cities and stuff like that. I'm not sure there's any state yet that I've done all the achievements and been to all the cities. Which might actually, that might make for a good little series of adventures, right? Because most of the states I've found have kind of one or two achievements that just take time. It's like Montana, you can bypass the station. Great. Montana, we just went there, has that one with the waste management ones where you have to do, it's like 11 different deliveries. So there's a certain amount of grind to a few achievements, which I'm totally okay with. I kind of like that. You have these grindy ones where you just got to kind of grind out a bunch of kind of deliveries and things like that, which is just fun. And then some that are special where you need specific deliveries and they can be hard to find and stuff like that. So I like those. I think those add a little bit of challenge to the game, a little bit of flair. They're not just letting you just kind of mow through the achievements really easy. You know, finding all the Vista points in the state, that's kind of challenging too. So kind of like, you know, lots of little things. But pretty sure there is I don't think we finished any state out of all the ones we've been to, which might be an idea for a little mini-series, like completing New Mexico or completing Wyoming. I think Wyoming, actually, I'm pretty close to it. There was the cattle deliveries, right? Or if you're Parkera, the hamburger deliveries. And then there was some 3 specific deliveries about railroad kind of delivery, railroad parts or something like that. I forget exactly what it was. But I know we didn't do that one either. But I think we have... I think we have 1 Vista point left in that state too, but that might be a good one to start because we might be pretty close. But of course, that's for another time because we've got to haul on down to Texas here and get ourselves on the Texas-New Mexico border. So we are primed and ready for the Texas DLC. Well, about 12 minutes left too, and we're behind Parkera, speaking of the devil, in a Parkera bus. So we will just kind of follow this bus until we get closer to our final destination. And then we'll see you as we hopefully get a 90 parking and can nail it on the first attempt. So see you in a bit. Alrighty, here we are. I confess I don't remember, or I don't even think I saw, like, where here we are is. This is it. This is a very, what is this? Amish furniture. They're celebrating Halloween late. Very cool. 90. I don't think we've delivered to Amish furniture, and it's inside a building, and it's a 90. Oh, bring it on. Here we go. So we'll get close to this, and then we'll check out to see what we're going to do. Got to put it in there, right around the corner, nice and tight. This is actually a challenging question, because do we come at it from behind the truck here, in which case we have to hit that corner tight, or do we go over the other side there and do it as a blind back? I think I know what we want to do, though. We're definitely going to... I think I've got an idea. I think we can do this. We're going to pull around here, do a big loop right here, and then come at this, whoopsie, come through here, right like this, come out the other side, and then we're going to be pretty much lined up to just pull it right in, as long as we don't hit these poles on the right-hand side. Let's get our mirrors going here. All right, so now if we turn this way, we could be right lined up to pull it right in if we don't hit that garbage container. Whoops. Did they hit the garbage container? Yeah, we might have nicked it just a little bit. Anyway, we'll get this straightened out, and then we'll be all set to pull it in. All right, I kind of messed this up, but we're just going to try it this way to see if we can get to spin it in here. I feel like we might hit the fence on the outside here because we got to kind of go tight, but let's see how this works. Yeah, we really need to cut this to get into that spot. Maybe we're okay. Be nice to get this one. This is a fun little challenge one. Got to get it straight now. We got to straighten it out. Maybe we're okay. it's funny, when I back these up and then when I look at the video later, like I immediately know what I should have done. But when I'm doing it, it feels like I'm a little bit late sometimes. This actually felt pretty good. Oh, straight down here. I feel like we're doing pretty well on this one. We just got to straighten it out this way a little bit. I think we're in. Now cut it this way. We might be good. Bingo! First shot, a 90. Nice. That was pretty good. I felt like that was pretty efficient. So we are home with our 4th delivery of the Halloween event. We got 9 more to go. We better get busy. But it ends on the 14th, right? So 8 days. Okay, 1 a day. I can definitely do that. Some good change here and some good experience. 700. We are over halfway to our sleeper, which is our next kind of achievement goal. And we've got how much money now? 88,000. Can we pay the bank off? We owe 85,000. Let's pay it off. Repay. Yes. We are debt-free since episode 2 or 3 or something like that. We no longer owe any money. So that's good. We've got 4 events. Texas is coming up. It's a good time to be playing American Truck Simulator for sure. Let me know what you're excited about Texas. You're going to get it the first day. You're going to wait a little bit. What's the first place you're going to go? What's the first thing you're going to do? We got a lot to talk about. So we will be back shortly. I think I'm going to do Euro Truck Simulator for 1 or 2 episodes. American Truck Simulator, bounce back and forth until we get down to New Mexico. But should have a lot of driving coming up in the short term. So see everybody soon. And thanks for tuning in and watching. Take care. Bye.